My name is Jaime. I've been selling on Amazon for 12 years, always private label, launching new products. I'm not sure if I have the same amount of time as the last speaker, but I'm gonna try to rush through it, but if I have extra time at the end, we could do questions and answers. I'm gonna go over not the full launch because everyone knows you need to optimize listing, you need great images, but a lot of people, they have a great listing, they have great images and nothing happens. It just doesn't sell. So I wanna go through the steps. So first of all, everything has to come together. When I first started on Amazon 12 years ago, I had a legging listing, a shoe listing, and like the images sucked and it sold amazing. I made a lot of money from it and it's not like it is today. Today you need perfect images, you need a perfect optimized listing, you need to launch it correctly, you need to look at the organic ranking, you need to look at the PPC, you need to make sure your reviews, everything has to be checked off. So everything fits together like a puzzle. The first thing is inventory. So inventory is a huge thing. A lot of times people will complain and when they're launching an item, they'll see that things are ramping up. Sales are increasing week after week and they say we have to slow down the sales. And it's like, that's like the opposite of what you want to do. You never want to slow down the sales. During a rank, you want to just increase it and have it, build the momentum, the snowball effect, domino, whatever you call it. And people, they really just don't prepare properly. A lot of times they'll want to launch 10 different items and they'll bring in like equal amounts of inventory, but if they were launching 5 items with a lot of inventory on each and they had the proper budget and put in the time, they would be able to really maximize it. So there's one thing with like increasing, first of all, like having enough stock for all the increasing sales. And then there's another part of it also. But the thing with the increasing the sales is every week, you first launch, you're getting a lot of sales, you're advertising, you have it at a little price. And then, you don't have reviews yet because you're waiting for Vine. And then, the next week, the reviews come in, or 2 weeks later, the reviews come in, and then it picks up more. And then like you're ranking for a few keywords, Amazon sees that you're, ranking, converting well for these keywords. So then they start to show you for other long tail keywords. And the sales just keep picking up, the momentum keeps picking up. And, when somebody says like, I'm gonna run out of stock, I didn't expect it to sell this well, then it's like a guy's running in a race and he like falls, like he's losing complete momentum. You could always get back up. You could always, like I've relaunched products before. I've gotten things ranked before that were old out of the honeymoon period, but it's not the same when you keep the momentum. Another thing is having, I like to split up the inventory. Yeah, I like to split up the inventory. I don't like to send in everything in the beginning. I like to show Amazon that, you're not overstocked when you're launching. And also you have to keep in mind when you first launch, it's gonna be a little bit slower, even though you're maximizing it. It's gonna pick up week after week. And, just like a story, I launched socks with somebody and they wanted to send in 3,000 units. And I said, started with 300 units and then send in another 1,000 2 weeks later. And then, another 1,000 a couple weeks later, like as it picks up momentum. And they didn't want to do that, but I convinced them. And we enrolled it in Vine. We put it at a low price to make sure we get good reviews. But we started getting all 1-star reviews and like the product was defective. And the guy was pissed off and I was telling him like, this is actually amazing. It's great that you didn't send in 3,000 units now. And you found that your product was defective, everything is there. At least like you could dump the goods somewhere else now, perfect the product, make a, version 2.0 listing and relaunch it.